Hello everybody, I'm Benji the Blue Monster, and today I'm going to read you a book called PEPE Finds His Way, written by Christopher M. Cirino, illustrations by Mike Motz. PEPE Finds His Way. My name is Jose Garcia, or Pepe for short. My mother gave me this journal for my last birthday, and I decided to start writing down some of my thoughts. I am 11 years old and just started 6th grade this month. I have an older sister named Maria who is 15 years old and in 10th grade. My mother and father are from a rural area in Mexico. They came to Oregon when they were about my age. Their families worked on farms near where we live. My parents met at my mother's quinceanera and got married 5 years later. My mother told me that I look like the muchachos on her side of the family. She showed me a photo of my tío Jorge when he was little. It was sad when my tío died last year suddenly. My mother told me it was because of a blood clot that blocked the flow of blood in his lungs. She said it was because he was very overweight. My mother showed me a picture of my primo, Luis, when he was young. A few months ago, Luis found out that his liver is sick, and his body might become sicker if he doesn't lose weight. My mother said he might even need to get a new liver in the near future. I hope he can get healthier, and that I don't have health issues like him. My mother told me that Dios made me the way that I am, and there is no one in the world like me. I don't know why he made people fat, but there sure seems to be a lot of people like that around. It can be so hard for me to walk and keep up with my dog Chalupa. I am having trouble playing football, basketball, and other games with the kids in my neighborhood. My feet and knees hurt by the end of the day. When I am at school, some of the kids in my class tease me and call me Chancho or Pepe Pig, like the cartoon. I try to shrug it off and move on, but I have to admit that it makes me sad to hear this. Did I do something wrong to get this way? I sometimes look in the mirror and wish that I could be healthier so that I can help others to the best of my ability and be able to play sports that I really like to watch while not getting tired so easily. One of my favorite futbolistas, Diego Maradona, helped Argentina win the 1986 World Cup against West Germany in Mexico City. I heard that later on in his life, he had some health problems too because of his weight, and had to get a surgery on his stomach in order to lose it. I hope that I can lose weight and feel better without any surgery. My father spends long days working on a large vivero de plantas to help sure everything is growing well and sleeps there during the weekdays. He comes home for the weekends to share time with us. I notice that he sometimes looks tired. My mother works 2 jobs as a janitor. Some days while we are in school, she works at the local gym and some nights at the airport. For those evenings, me and my sister stay home alone. Maria and I make macaroni and cheese or pizza for dinner. Sometimes we all eat at fast food restaurants and feel rushed before my mom leaves for work. My father likes us all to eat home-cooked meals together at the table on the weekends. I like when my family is all together and we can enjoy our time laughing, playing card games, and watching football on TV. My family has a way of helping others both at work and in the community. My father volunteers in the collections at the Misa on Sunday, and he also helps train other farm workers at the Vivero de Plantas. My mother helps out with serving cookies and juice after the Misa. I would like to help others like my parents do. Sometimes my mom and dad yell at each other when they are both at home. I think that they argue because they are both trying to save money, but my mother spends it on things we need from day to day. I remember a time when just my father was working. We sometimes went to food pantries, places where you can get free food. There were always lots of fruits and vegetables. There were also lots of snack foods and desserts. My mother picked these foods for us too. I think that was when I started liking sweet foods more. I had a checkup with my doctor, Dr. Elisa, over Thanksgiving break. My teacher must have told my mom that I was sleeping in class a lot. I admit that sometimes it is hard for me to stay asleep at night because there are a lot of things on my mind. She wondered if the sleep problems might be from my weight. We talked about ways that I could improve my health. She told me that being overweight is common in the United States, Mexico, and many parts of the world. She asked me about my favorite foods. I like arroz tortillas and tamales con chicharrones. I also enjoy colas, sweet horchatas, helados, and torta de manzana. When we eat out, I usually ask for a cheeseburger, french fries, and a soda. She mentioned about all the fresh food from our local farmers market. I like pepinos, tomates, and fresas. My father sometimes brings home vegetables from the farm during harvest season. Dr. Elsa informed me that the foods I usually eat make my body build more fat. She explained how a substance our body produces called insulin works on the sugar that enters the blood from the gut when we eat. It moves it into muscles, the organs, and the brain to be used for energy. Anything left over is stored for the short term in the liver and muscles as glycogen, and for the long term in adipose or fat. I remember when Dr. Elsa told my mom that she had diabetes last year and had to start taking insulin shots. She said her own insulin wasn't working well because of the extra weight. This caused the sugar in her blood to be too high. She told my mom that if it wasn't treated, the high sugars could damage her eyes and kidneys and cause her feet to go numb. She could even have heart and brain problems. Dr. Elisa told us to eat more raw fruits and vegetables, have eggs instead of cereal for breakfast, and make soups and other home-cooked meals with fish, chicken, or pork. That's not how we usually eat. I am not sure if I will be able to do that. The doctor told me that if I eat less sugar, I will develop a taste for healthier foods, and I won't feel so hungry all the time. My mother and I agreed that it was worth a try. Well, I don't want to spoil the ending for you, so I'll stop there. And it looks like Pepe is struggling with his weight and needs to eat healthier foods in order to be healthier, and so that he won't have the same problems that his tío and his primo had in their lives. So this looks like a really exciting story to see if Pepe will find his way to a healthier lifestyle. If you want to find out what happens with Pepe, then you should pick up a copy of Pepe Finds His Way by Christopher M. Cirino. Illustrations by Mike Motz. It's an excellent book that shows how eating healthier and exercise is the way to a longer, better life. And when you exercise and eat healthier, you lose weight and you feel so much better. And who doesn't want to feel better, right? Thanks for listening to my little story time. Have a super day, and remember, eat healthy and get plenty of exercise. Bye!